we have to start the analysis. So what are the different parameters we have? First, the input impedance. So what we have to do, we have to stand here and view the circuitry. So when we stand here and view the circuitry, we can find the current the current here is 0. So the current here is 0 means the input impedance is infinity. Okay. So the input impedance is infinity. So Rin is equal to infinity ideally, but we will write Rin as very higher value. Okay. So that is shown here. Rin is equal to Rg, which is equal to infinity ideally, but practically it will be in terms of mega ohms. Okay. So next what we will do here at point A, are you all able to hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So at point A, what we are doing? At point A, we are applying KCL. So KCL at point A, incoming current is equal to outgoing current. Incoming current here is I and this current is 0. I plus 0, outgoing current is I. So whatever the current coming here, the same current is flowing here. Okay. So now what happens? Here Rin is equal to Rg is equal to infinity. Now this is over. Now what we will do? Shreyas, Prithvi,
Yes, ma'am.
Shreyas के message ಮಾಡಿ class attend ಆಗಕ್ಕೆ.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to find the output voltage V0. Okay. So how to find the voltage V0? See, this voltage positive to negative with respect to ground is Vi. Okay. So positive to negative is the input voltage Vi across the gate resistance. But I told Rg is very high. So I will represent it by an open circuit. So here it is the voltage drop across this is Vi, which is equal to V signal. Now I have to find V0. So V0 is nothing but the drop across RL. So how to find this V0? See, for this V0, your VI is the input voltage. So for this V0, VI is the input voltage. So what is V0? V0 is equal to main voltage is VI into resistance of the same branch RL divided by sum of the two resistance RL plus 1 by GM. So that is how we have written here. See here V0, please mark here, V0 is equal to VI. VI is the main voltage into resistance of the same branch RL. Okay, V0 is equal to Vi is the main voltage into resistance of the same branch divided by sum of the two resistance RL plus 1 by GM. Okay, so that is how you will get V0. Now what I will do, I will bring this Vi to the denominator. So V0 by Vi represents the gain AV. So V0 by Vi represents the gain AV. So when you take LCM, this GM term will go to the numerator, GM into RL divided by 1 plus GM into RL. Okay. Shreyas. So how to find V0 here? For this V0, are you all able to hear? For this V0, we will apply voltage divider rule, Vi into RL divided by 1 plus GM, 1 by GM plus RL. Okay. So that is voltage divider rule we have applied. Are you all able to hear? Are you all able to hear, Nidhi? Shreyas?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shreyas? Okay. So now what we will do, we will bring that V0 Vi term to the denominator here. So when we bring Vi term to the denominator, V0 by Vi is nothing but your AV, which gives you GM into RL divided by GM into RL. Now consider the denominator. So GM into RL is very much greater than 1. So I will neglect this 1. So this numerator GM into RL will get cancelled. So the gain AV is equal to 1. Okay. So thus what we will conclude. In case of source follower, we show that in case of source follower, the gain will be equal to unity. Okay. Okay. So AV is equal to 1 means what happens? GM into RL divided by GM into RL. This will get cancelled. AV is equal to 1. The gain will be equal to unity. That is how we will find the gain. Okay. Understood everyone? Understood? So in source follower, we have the gain equal to 1. See, suppose if we don't have RL, what do we call it as? What do we call it as? Which type of gain it is? Suppose if we don't have RL, what type of gain
Ma'am?
it is? Open. Yes.
ನಮ್ ಶ್ರೇಯಸ್ಗೆ ಅಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತೆ.
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ?
ಇದು ವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ಯಂತೆ.
ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಅಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಇರಿ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ. ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ RL, what type of gain we call it as? What type of gain we have? If we don't have RL, what type of gain it is? If we don't have RL, what type of gain it is? This one, please answer. It is AV or AV not? Answer anyone fast.
AV not.
AV not. Okay. So if I want to find AV not, I have to just neglect this RL. Okay. So to find the open circuit voltage gain, set RL is equal to infinity. So if we set RL is equal to infinity, means we are removing this RL term. If we remove this RL term, GM divided by 1 plus see, we have GM into RL here plus 1. GM into RL is very much greater than 1. So I will take GM into RL divided by GM into RL. So what happens here, if I take like that, RL, if I don't consider, if I make RL infinity, GM and GM will get cancelled. So what happens to the open circuit voltage gain? Open circuit voltage gain will be equal to unity. That is how we find open circuit voltage gain. Okay. The last parameter is to find the output resistance R0. Okay. Very, very important to find the output resistance R0. So how to find the output resistance R0? Very, very important. By setting VI is equal to 0. By setting VI is equal to 0 means what we will do? In the equivalent circuit, go to the equivalent circuit here. Set VI is equal to 0 means you are removing this V signal. If you remove this V signal, this complete part of the circuitry will not be considered. It will be like an short circuit here, just you are short circuiting here. Okay. So when you don't have VI, this current will be open circuit. So to find R0, to find the output impedance, if there is any current source, make it open circuit. If there is voltage source, make it short circuit. That is the condition. Okay. So what is the condition to find R0? If there is current source, open circuit. If there is voltage source, short circuit. And view the circuitry after V0. From after V0 means you have to start and you have to stand here and view the circuitry. So when V signal is shorted and this current is open circuit, if you stand and view here, which is the resistance you can find here? If you stand and view here, what resistance you can find here? What resistance you can find here? Yes, if you, anyone will answer. See what I am doing. If you stand and view here, what type of circuitry you can find here? If I set this V signal shorted, if this is open circuit, if you stand here and see, which resistance you can find? Which resistance you can find? Answer please. Which resistance you can find? Which is the resistance you can find?
1 by GM.
1 by GM. So your R0 will be equal to 1 by GM. So for this, what you have to do? For this, you have to short circuit this. Okay. You have to short circuit this. Okay. And this one, you have to open circuit. So if you short circuit this and open circuit this current source. Okay. So if you short circuit and this open circuit, you will get the value of R naught is equal to 1 by Gm. So what you have to do, you have to stand here and view the circuitry. If you stand here and view the circuitry, this is the resistance 1 by Gm you can find. Understood? Everyone is clear with this? Okay. So this is how we will make the find the open circuit, that is the output impedance R naught. Any doubts in this? We shall go for the next topic. So what is R naught output impedance? How to find the output impedance? So short circuit the input voltage source, open circuit the current source, stand here and view the circuitry. Means before RL. Before RL means here. If you stand and view the circuitry here, the resistance you can find is 1 by Gm. So that is your output impedance 1 by Gm. Very, very, very important. Now, what we have to do, the last parameter we have to find is Gv. Okay. So which is the last parameter we have to find? The last parameter we have to find is Gv. So this is the last parameter we have to find. See, Gv is equal to Av. We have to prove. We have to prove Gv is equal to Av. We have to prove Gv is equal to Av. We have to prove. How to prove? We know that Gv is equal to V naught by V signal. Gv represents the overall gain. Gv represents the overall gain. Okay, overall gain. Gv represents the overall gain. So overall gain is what? V naught by V signal. V naught by V signal means where you can find V naught by V signal exactly? Here. See here, from this circuitry, if you take V naught by V signal, V naught by V signal represents the overall gain. Okay. So that V naught by V signal is equal to V naught by V in into V in by V signal. But we know that V naught by V in is AV. V naught by V in, we know that V naught by V in. This V naught by V in is nothing but your AV. Okay. So your V naught by V in is nothing but your AV. So what is AV? RL divided by RL plus 1 by Gm. But what is V in by V signal? V in by V signal is equal to unity. Why? Because the input impedance is very, very high. Input impedance is very, very high. Understood? So this is very, very important. So last class we were discussing about R naught. I told you how to find R naught. Short circuit the input voltage source, open circuit the current source, view the circuitry before RL. So if you view the circuitry before RL, you can find 1 by Gm. The next step is to find the overall gain Gv, which is also equal to AV. How we have to prove how exactly it is. So Gv is given by V naught by V signal, which is equal to V naught by V in into V in by V signal. V naught by V signal is AV. So this is your AV. This is your AV. See, this is your AV. I have shown AV here. This is your AV into, then what is this? V in by V signal is equal to unity. Why it is unity? Because the input impedance is infinity. Input impedance is infinity means it is an open circuit. So this becomes 1. So you have AV is equal to GV. Very, very important. Understood? So these points you have to note. Okay. Next what we have to do? We have to study the characteristics of this. Okay. So how to find the characteristics of this? Next. So next we have to find. Okay. So next, how to find what are the characteristics of this common drain amplifier? Okay. So the unit gain, the open circuit voltage gain is unity. So since the gain is both the open circuit voltage gain, AV and GV all are equal to infinity, we call it as source follower. So what are the conclusions we are making? The conclusion very, very important. Okay. So this is very, very important. This is very, very important. So what is this important one is here The source follower features a very high input resistance, very important. The input resistance is very high. It has a low output resistance. Then the open circuit voltage gain is unity, and the source follower is ideally suited for implementing unity gain voltage buffer. Very important. It has high input impedance, low output resistance, open circuit voltage gain is equal to unity, and the source follower is ideally suited for using as buffer. Okay, so we can we can also use this. Okay, we can also use this as an output stage for the amplifier. For in case of multi-stage amplifier, what are multi-stage amplifier? Multi-stage amplifiers are those multi-stage amplifiers are those in which the output of one will be connected to the input of the other. Okay, so that is the multi-stage amplifier. So at the output stage we will make use of this common drain amplifier. Understood? So this completes the common drain amplifier. So next part of the syllabus is we have to go for high frequency model. Very important. Okay, so we are starting with the new topic, that is very important. See, this will be the sure question. MOSFET internal capacitance and high frequency model. Very important. Please mark it important. So the MOSFET internal capacitance and high frequency model means what? When the MOSFET is fed with a very high in frequency, means when we are giving the input signal whose signal frequency is in terms of megahertz range, how does the circuit behave? Means we have a MOSFET, we are giving some input signal, so that input signal has the frequency in terms of megahertz. So when the MOSFET is fed with such high frequency, how it will behave? Okay, so did you understand now? Okay, so we are studying how the MOSFET will behave when the input signal has having very high frequency, or how does the MOSFET behave when the input is fed with very high frequency. Understood? So what happens usually, all the device has internal capacitance. Okay, so all the device, whether you take BJT or MOSFET, it will have internal capacitance. Okay, so internal capacitance, how does the internal capacitance happen? How does the internal capacitance occur? During manufacturing, during construction, or during fabrication itself, there exists internal capacitance. So please underline this. There are basically two types of internal capacitance in MOSFET. Sanjay, there are basically two types of internal
Yes, ma'am.
capacitance. There are two types of internal capacitance in MOSFET. I repeat, the next part of the syllabus is we are taking a MOSFET, we are giving the input signal, so that signal will have very high frequency in terms of megahertz range. So when the MOSFET is fed with a signal of very high frequency, how it will behave? Basically, so for that we have to study. So in order to study that, you have to know these things. So basically, there are two types of internal capacitance in MOSFET. Okay, what are the two types? The gate capacitance effect, the source body and drain body depletion layer capacitance. Very important. The gate capacitance effect is first one. Next is the source body and drain body depletion layer capacitance. These are the very important capacitance. So let me study what is gate capacitance and what is source body and drain body depletion layer capacitance. So first, the gate capacitance effect. So before this, I will show you one slide. Okay, one second. Can you see this slide, everyone? Can you see this, everyone? Are you able to see? Can you see? Nidhi, ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
Yes, ma'am. ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿದೆ.
Slide capacitance effect, are you able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, see, basically I told you, when the MOSFET is fed with very high frequency, there exists some internal capacitance. So what are internal capacitance means? Look here, you have the source terminal, drain terminal, and this is the gate terminal. Okay, So this is the front view. This is the front view. When we view it from the top, this is the top view. So this is the top view, means this is the p type substrate, this is the source terminal, and this is the drain terminal, and this is the gate terminal. I repeat, this is a MOSFET, this is p type substrate, so this is n type source, this is n type drain, and this is the gate. Okay, between the gate and the channel, you can see T of oxide. T of oxide means there exists silicon dioxide, means there exists a polysilicon. Okay, so this is gate, this is channel, and this is polysilicon. So this polysilicon will behave like a dielectric between the gate and the channel. See here, you have the gate here, you have channel, and this is the dielectric material. So you have gate, channel, and this is of thickness T of oxide made up of silicon dioxide. So it is like a parallel plate capacitor. Gate is one plate, channel is one more plate. Between the gate and channel, you will have a polysilicon, or you will have silicon dioxide, or we also call it as a dielectric material. Please mark here, this is the dielectric material. Gate 1 forms plate 1, channel forms plate 2. Between the gate and channel, we have the dielectric material. See here, I will show you. Here CGD means it is the capacitance effect between the gate and the drain, okay. CGS means it is the capacitance between gate and the source, okay. CGB means it is the capacitance between gate to substrate. Substrate is also known as body. CGD means it is the capacitance between gate to body. CGSO, O means what? What happens? See, this is the channel and this is the channel. This channel end is touching the source and this channel end is touching the drain. But what is happening with this gate? This gate is connected to source here. See here, it is not exactly at this end. This gate is occupying some part of the source here, and this gate is occupying some part of drain here. So we call this as CGDO. CGDO means gate to drain overlapping capacitance, and this we call it as gate to source overlapping capacitance, because this gate is sitting on the source, gate is sitting on the drain, so there will be overlapping between gate and drain. So these are the different internal capacitance. Very, very important. When does this internal capacitance comes into effect? When does this internal capacitance comes into effect? Here means we have gate terminal, source terminal, and drain. Gate will form one of the plate of the capacitor. Channel will form another plate. Between gate and channel, there exists a dielectric material. We call that as polysilicon or silicon dioxide. See, these are the varieties, different types of internal capacitance. What are there? You have to write like this. Gate to body. Gate to body means substrate. Gate to source. This is gate to drain. This gate is occupying some part of the drain here, and this gate is occupying some part of the source here. So we call it as CGSO, gate to source overlapping capacitance. Here gate to drain overlapping capacitance. Understood? 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 Okay? Understood everyone? Artha aita?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we call this as gate to source capacitance. So now what we will do? We will go to this. Okay. So here what happens here? Okay. So I told you, I have shown the capacitance, different types of capacitance. So from here we will study what exactly it is. The gate capacitance effect. The gate electrode forms a parallel plate capacitor with the channel with the oxide layer serving the capacitor dielectric. I told you, no, gate is one plate and the channel is one more plate. Between gate and channel there is a dielectric material. We call it as capacitor dielectric. Very, very important. So that is known as the gate capacitance effect. Okay. Next one. the source body and drain body depletion layer capacitance. Means what? These are the capacitance of reverse biased PN junction formed between N plus source, also called source diffusion, and P type substrate. Okay. So source to body means what? I will show you one more example. See here, let us go to the slide. Can you see this slide now? Can you see this slide? Can you see this slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So if you see the slide here, what happens? See, this is source and this is substrate. Okay. When the source and substrate are reverse biased, there exists some depletion capacitance. Okay. Or else, if we reverse bias the drain and source, there exists the capacitance, that is drain to body. Body means the substrate. So when source and substrate are reverse biased, there exists some depletion capacitance. When drain and substrate are reverse biased, there exists some capacitance. So that is CDB and CSB. So that is what they are saying. Saying. Okay. Here, can you see this screen now? Can you see this PDF now? Okay. Can you see? So that is what they are telling. Nidhi, can you see this? Shreyas? So when N plus source
Yes,
region
ma'am.
and P plus substrate, if they are reverse bias, I told you there exists the capacitance. Okay. So the two capacitance effects can be modeled by including capacitance in the four models. I told you know the different capacitance, the same thing it has been explained. Okay. The same figure which I told you. These are the different capacitance effect. Okay. So the gate capacitance effect, the three capacitance are CGS, CGD and CDB. Okay, these are the three capacitance effect. Gate capacitance effect. In gate capacitance effect, there are three types. Okay, see, I will show you once again. Here, this is the slide. Can you see the slide here? Can you see the slide? See, gate capacitance means the capacitance that are associated with the gate. CGS, CGD, CGB, CGSO, CGDO means associated with gate means you should have the G term here. Can you see the G term here in all the equation? Can you see the G term? Can you see the G term? Please answer. Sakshi, can you see the G term? Shreyas, Prajwal?
Yes, ma'am.
So gate capacitance means they will be associated with G term. Okay. So what are the different gate capacitance? Anyone answer? Pawan, answer. What are the different gate capacitance you can find? Answer fast. Prajwal, Shreyas. What are the different gate capacitance you can find here? Shreya? Answer fast. Sahana?
I can find CGS,
CGS,
CGD.
CGD, CGB, these are the different gate capacitance, means the capacitance that is associated with this gate. So these are the different gate capacitance you can find. Okay. So they have named few ones, that is CGS, CGD and CGB. Okay. Now in MOSFET also there are three operating regions. Please take paper and pen. In MOSFET there are three operating regions. Very, very important. In MOSFET there are three operating regions. They are, first one is the triode region, second one is the saturation region, third one is the cutoff region. Very, very important. In MOSFET how many regions of operations are there? Please answer fast. In MOSFET how many regions of operations are there? Three. One is triode region, second one is saturation region, the third one is the cutoff region. See what happens in triode region, there exist few capacitance effect. I repeat, MOSFET when it is operating in triode region, it will give some of the capacitance effect. Similarly, when MOSFET is operating in saturation region, it will give some capacitance effect. When the MOSFET is operating in cutoff region, it will give some capacitance effect. Okay, so when MOSFET is operating in different region, different capacitance effect will be considered. So let me take the first one. When MOSFET is operating in triode region is also known as linear region. So in linear region, the drain to source voltage VDS will be very small. Okay, very important you have to note. When the MOSFET is operating in triode region, the VDS will be very small. VDS will be small. Whereas when the MOSFET is operating in saturation region, VDS will be very high. Okay, so MOSFET when operating in triode region, the VDS will be very small. Okay, so when it is small, they will consider one capacitance, that is gate to channel capacitance. Okay, so gate to channel capacitance means what? Here the gate is sitting on the source and drain. So the gate is associated with source and drain. So we will show the effect as CGS and CGD. Very important. When the MOSFET is operating in triode region, the value of the drain to source voltage will be small. Okay, so during that time there exist two capacitance, that is gate to source as well as gate to drain. These two capacitance are equal. Okay, so the capacitance is given by area into C of oxide. Okay, so area is nothing but W into L. How do you get the W into L? See, how do you get that W into L means, see, if you look at this gate, here it will have the length and it will have the width. So the total area of that is considered as W into L. Area of a rectangle is width into length here in this case. Okay, see, can you see the area here? W into L, area into the oxide capacitance, that is the formula. Okay, so here what they are doing, there exist, when MOSFET is operating in triode region, the value of VDS will be small and there exist two capacitance, that is CGS and CGD, the capacitance across gate to source and the capacitance across gate to drain. So that is given by area into C of oxide. So what will be the value? Usually it will be equal to 1/3 the total area. I repeat, MOSFET is, when the MOSFET usually operates in three regions: triode region, saturation region and cutoff region. So in each region, different capacitance effect will be present. So first we are considering the triode region. So this case you have to write. When MOSFET is operating in triode region, the value of VDS will be small. Okay. So the total capacitance effect is given by area into C of oxide. Area is nothing but W into L. I have shown you. So the two capacitance that exist are CGS and CGD, gate to source and gate to drain. So that will be, both are equal. How much equal? They both will be equal to 1/3 the area into C of oxide. So 1/3 into W into C of oxide. So when somebody asks what is the capacitance of the MOSFET in triode region, you have to say 1/3 W into L C of oxide. Understood? Okay, now when the MOSFET is operating in saturation region, so when the MOSFET is operating in saturation region, the same capacitance effect occur. CGS and CGD will occur, but the value of CGD will be 0, but the value of CGS will be 2/3 W by L into C of oxide. Very important. In triode region it is 1/3 WL into C of oxide, both will be equal, whereas in saturation region CGD will be equal to 0, CGS will be equal to 2/3 W by L into C of oxide. Understood everyone? Understood? 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 Please tell fast. Shreyas, Prajwal, artha aita? So how many regions are there? Fast.
3.
3.
Triode regionally capacitance effect ಏನು ಬರೀತೀರಾ? This one.
CGS is equal to CGD.
This one you have to write. Very good, Prithvi. And in saturation region, what is the capacitance effect? In saturation region, what is the capacitance effect?